breathe the air of this mountain. I drink the waters of this mountain. And I've always had a deep connection to this place.
I have been here consistently since last week, Wednesday night. I sleep in my truck right across the street on in my front seat. I recline it and I lay back every night. But food, we've been getting so much support from the community, from people who are on their way up here, and as well as people who cannot make it up here. They still send their support through food. We have so much food. We've actually been asking, please, no more food. We have a lot. We have so much water. So we appreciate that. But it's the community that's been providing it for us.
Why does your group object to this one case?
Because it's one too many. It's actually was too many too long ago. One of our biggest legal stance here that we're trying to make is really calling the attention back to the original zoning of this land. This land is zoned as conservation land, and that's under American law. It's zoned as conservation. And why is it's conservation? Because it's critical habitat for a very unique and special and now very critically endangered species. It's zoned for conservation because of its function in the watershed. That's a big one for all of us. If we live on Hawaii, you need to be familiar with where your water comes from. And this mountain is one of the main sources that feed our aquifers. So any contaminant on the mountain goes directly into our aquifers. And that's something for everyone to pay attention to. And it's just been a commonality for Native Hawaiians because we've always had that belief here on this mountain. The gods who dwell on this mountain for us, Poliahu, Lilinoi, Waiau, Kahupukane, Lihau, they're all water forms. Ice, snow, mist. And in our ancient days, the mountain was kapu. No one went up on the mountain. Only specific people for specific or for very specific reasons. And really, if you go up into that realm, the Vawakua, you were to go. They went up, did what they had to do in their ceremony, and come right back down, because it was so sacred. And the understanding of that's the beginning of the water. That's the source. So if you go to the source and you contaminate the source, the contaminant spreads everywhere.
Hawaiians traditionally, they were very interested in astronomy, right? And very scientific. Don't you think that they, would be kind of supportive of increased?
That is a very common thing that we hear all these telescopes trying to throw at us. And that's where the big eha comes for a lot of Native Hawaiians, that they would actually use, and most of the time, non-Hawaiians, using that claim of our ancestors to try and justify what they're doing in the mountain. Yes, our people did follow the stars. They were interested in, we were very, our minds were very expansive. We were very, open to learning more and stuff. However, our traditions keep us in the understanding of protecting your sources. We're all about Nanaiki Kumu, looking to our source and protecting that source, your foundation. So I think, yes, definitely we would, our kupuna, our elders, our ali'i, our chiefs, all of them would be very interested in the science. But they would most likely, as we feel today, and looking at the traditions of our people, if you really look at our who we are as a people and not just one concept to satisfy what you're trying to do, but we were protectors of the natural cycles of the world. So if you made an offer to put this on the top of our most sacred mountain, oh no, I don't think they'd be for that. They'd probably just say, great science, great technology, wrong place. And that's really what we're still saying. None of us, we're not against the science at all. Astronomy and everything, that's wonderful. It's awesome learning. The telescopes, I'm hearing about it. It's an amazing project. It's going to be an amazing piece. It would be an amazing piece of equipment and machinery. But with that comes all the chemicals and the devastations of construction. So where else could we do that? That's what our big claim is. Like, great science, great idea, wrong place.
I have no issue with science. Looking into the stars is the reason why we are here. However, we did not need to destroy mountains to do it. Our kupuna, our ancestors, were so skilled in astronomy and navigation that they could simply go to an area where cloud cover wasn't too bad and look at the stars and study it. And this mountain was actually used for that. So we understand the importance of astronomy, because without it, we would have never been here. It was the tool that our ancestors used to travel across thousands of miles of ocean before most people in the world knew that the world wasn't flat. Before most people in the world were confident enough to sail more than 3-4 miles off a shore. And so we understand the importance. We are not against it at all. However, we are against further desecration of our mountain. There's already 13 telescopes up there, I believe 12 or 13. And this one, the one that they're attempting to build, or they would like to build, will dwarf all of those telescopes combined. And so we don't see the reason of looking further into space when we can't even malama what we have here. And so for us, we come from ancestors who were able to see space and use that information to find new lands. Again, before anybody knew that the world wasn't flat. And so we don't see the need for a 30-meter telescope on top of our sacred mountain. And again, we don't understand the benefit of it. I've had a conversation with a scientist back in October when we were here for the groundbreaking, and we stopped that. I was able to speak with a few scientists who work in the telescopes, and I asked them, what is the benefit of this? You know, I understand your guys' perspective that you love science and you want to study what you want to study, but how does this benefit the people? And I was told curiosity. Curiosity, simply curiosity. And I don't see curiosity superseding the need to protect our sacred lands. I would also like to say that the only reason why they're allowed to build up here is because of court decisions. However, as many people are finding out, Hawaii is under an illegal and prolonged occupation by the United States of America, and therefore the state of Hawaii is illegal, and every extension of the state is illegal. So therefore the contracts between the contractors and the state are illegal, and therefore it's void. So again, their claim to the mountain, or they claim that their entitlement to the mountain, is based off of illegality, and therefore it's void. So the only thing that they're using, the only leverage that they're using is, in a sense, illegal leverage. And so we'd like to bring that out into the light too, that Hawaii is under a continued and elongated occupation, illegal occupation by the United States of America since 1898. And so therefore they should not be desecrating our cultural lands. And also these are not only cultural lands, but these are crown lands. These are lands that were seized by the United States of America after the overthrow. And these are, so they call them ceded lands. However, I like to call them seized lands. And these are supposed to be held in trust for the Hawaiian people. And I believe that the Hawaiian people have made it clear that we are against this. And so we feel that they are not recognizing the rights and the cultural rights, the civil rights of the native peoples and the host culture of these lands.
And I said, I appreciate the Ole Mahalo yesterday. I explained to my officers what that was, you know, and so I appreciate that, but I hate to ruin it for you guys. But yesterday, you know, we let you guys do your protests, and, you know, right on. You guys made your point, and it was peaceful and all that. But in the end, and I understand the large battle is TMT all the way up to the nation of Hawaii, you know, international law. I understand all those laws. But right now, our kuleana is not the mountain. And I'm talking about us guys in the blue. Mm-hmm. It's the road right here. Look, this road is maintained by the county. And because it's maintained by the county, we're in charge with ensuring that this bugger flow free. Okay, just the same way as you guys in charge of protecting the mountain, we charge with protecting this road. So I'm here to ask you guys peacefully, if you can protest on the side and not block the traffic, even TNT, because we get on duty to allow everybody up the mountain. We cannot pick and choose. We cannot, you know, we're going back to, you know, olden days where we pick who get to go where. That's not right. It's free for all. And I understand you guys battle. So this is my, you know, I gotta say, we're gonna let you, we're able to let you guys go. We want it to be peaceful, make you guys view. But at some point, we gotta make sure this road is open. And if we cannot come to that agreement, then we go to the next step. What we do from there. And that's what I wanted to talk story with you guys. So we're all on the same page. Like I said, I'm gonna be transparent. I'll go come up this afternoon, talk story, because probably gonna have one whole nother group of people, yeah? And I'll like make sure everybody know, you know, that, you know, we're not sneak attacking. So, and I realize, I don't like put this all on Mauna Kea. I know he's up there in front, but I realize maybe, and don't take this as, you know, a bad thing, maybe you're not the main organizer. Everybody's here as a group. So I got to make sure I get to as much of you as I can. So I'm not sure when they're going to start working again. Obviously, they're not working today, no. But watch when they do start working. When we come up, we're going to ask you guys to move. I mean, you can do your one pass through there, but we're going to ask you guys to move so you can let those cars up. And any cars, we're not singling out TNT. We just got to open the road. And so I got to get some kind of understanding. Maybe some of you get different kind of thoughts what you guys going to do. But what your guys' plans are, so we can plan. We plan together. And whatever the end come to, we don't want nobody getting hurt.
Yeah.
Because in the end, it comes down to our health and well-being. What we're going to have to do, and I'm sure many of you guys is aware, is what we don't like do. Because we don't like do that, but we got to react to the action. The ball in your court. We're going to eventually have to end up arresting people if you guys not going to move. If we get to that phase of arrest, I like make sure we do it in the most peaceful and respectable way. If you guys not like get arrested, fine. Make the point, get to the side. But if you feel, if you're going to make your point by getting arrested, then that's fine. Let us know. This is not my first protest. It's a little different, social media different now. What I don't like is nobody get hurt. So, number one, I need you guys to understand, when you come to that point, come up again. Us as the county police with this roadway right here, we're going to have to take one stand. And I make sure we do it in a respectful way for everybody. Us guys in blue, we used to getting cracked, so we understand we're going to get yells, but we make sure you guys don't get injured or the TNT workers get plenty connects in that line. I noticed yesterday, good fellow, plenty brown skins over there. And I'm sorry, nothing against our fair skin brothers and sisters, but I see for partner too, like you. Sorry, I feel every day I come, you're more dark than you.
I have a manao. I think safety is everybody's main concern, I believe. But I think what we're neglecting in the safety part is the mountain. We're talking about the humans, but look at brother's shirt. The land is the chief, man is the servant. We are the slaves. So we're protecting the slaves, but we're not protecting the chief. And I think that's our internal conflict of we do want the safety for everybody, but a lot of times the safety for the humans is more important than the safety of the mountain. But again, in our perspective, the ways that we've been brought up in our traditions, the aina is the ali'i, and we're merely the servant. So that's the kind of
where all you
conflict
guys
of it.
coming from. The sacredness of the mountain. I'll be honest, I discuss with other people. My grandmother says I have no business past that Halepohaku. So I've been up there, once when I was in college, young, you go slide down the snow, but I've been kind of told we don't go beyond that mountain, that Halepohaku, because, of my station or my koko, I don't belong up there. So I understand you guys' background. I understand you guys gotta stand for what you gotta stand for, but we gotta also ensure that everybody come up and down this road. The roadways is free, so. And no, I get it. I get it, brothers. I get it, everybody. But that's what we gotta ensure. And I gotta ensure when we come to that point, we're all working together, and you understand. Like I said, we've been transparent with you guys what's gonna come.
And by standing peacefully on the side, what does that do? You're saying, let's all be nice. Let's stand on the side and let the road be open. That's not why we're here. We have to do what we have to do. And we're all here prepared for that. We don't want anybody to get hurt either, but we are ready.
Well,
and with much aloha, we know you have to do your job, and we have to stand for what we believe in.
And stand by.
So we don't mean to be disruptive, but for us, if we don't do nothing today, it's going to begin. And for us, it's not an option, it's not.
Yeah, I understand.
So I'm a grandmother, and if you have to arrest me and put me in one police car and take me to prison, I'm prepared for that. My children and my grandchildren are prepared for that too, but that's how deeply we feel about it.
You as a grandmother, we treat you as on kupuna.
Can you just break it down fast, Kain, just on
Yeah, I think there's empathy both ways.
Yeah,
I think
mutual respect.
Yeah, absolutely, empathy both ways. Like we're all kind of in something bigger than is all of us. So I think.
Mahalo, you guys. When we do meet, hopefully on the same terms. Again, look into. you know, I ask him because we like stay out of that finality of arrest. If you guys can come up with other plans, even better. Interesting, because little history lesson, like Kilka, like any Hawaiian homes, it's actually Hawaiian homeland state land, but because the county maintains the road, we fall into the maintenance of the road. That's what I'm sure. Like we work for the state, but we kind of enforce county. Somebody getting an assault or somebody damaging property. That's why we gotta go. When you come over here, we get to the gravel road is us.
Is there a difference in the charges if we're arrested by
State.
you guys or if we're arrested by state officers?
Good question. I'm not sure.
It's ironic though. I mean, I know this is not you or me or it's above us.
When I see you guys again, you know, that's where we at. Right. Now come talk again. Because nobody get hurt.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
Right.
Aloha. Aloha.
Thank you very much.
Take care, you guys help too. Yeah?
No kula hui e hapi pau a e o la mau. Kuha heo. No kula huye haripa wa e olama Kuhaheo E kuhawaii Mama kakaua O kua aina o ke e huka kaiaka ona o hivi o Hawaii No kula hui e hawi pa ua e olama Mama kakaua Akua aina o ke e huka kaiaka ona o hivi o Hawaii No kula hui e hawi pa ua e olama
No? Okay, let me finish.
You can't do that. You gotta go.
Mama kakaua Okua aina o ke e huka kahiaka ona o iwi o Hawaii No kuula hui e hawi pa ua e olama
You may need this for when you have to maintain a couple times.
Hanno dera buga buga buna irila aoga higoga hiko igale yana gu aina nani va enamamo Hawaii o Hawaii kama o naga o iria ogu aloha hale onagu bune Hanno te da buda buna ivila oga igoda igale leina tu aina nani hiva enamamo oi kama o naga o ivia o hale o nagu bune hanno di dabu na irila oga igo nagu aina nani hiva enamamo kama o naga o ivia odu
Update for today. At 7:05, there was still no sign of construction workers or any TMT officials. So we came to a point where we thought maybe they won't be coming today. But we decided to take a trip up the mountain, as we do each and every morning and each and every afternoon, just to make sure everything is okay, see if there's any changes that we weren't told about. On our way up, we came across a point where a path goes around the pu'u and comes back down to the road. And where it re-enters the road, there were, I believe, 3 sheriffs there. And so we were very suspicious of that. And at that point, we made the call to all of our trucks to head up to the mountain and check it out. As we were approaching and we came to the fork where the protest was held in October, we seen vehicles that we recognized from the first 2 days that they were blocked out. The green fencing truck, TMT vehicles who have no license plates yet because they're all brand new, multi-billion-dollar project. So we noticed that right away, and we attempted to get in front of them so that we could cut them off from getting to the site and committing more illegal desecrational acts. As we tried to pass them, one of the vehicles in the front actually tried to cut us off on the road and pulled out in front of us. He stayed in front of us for a little while and then pulled back onto his side, at which point we passed him. We came to the entrance of this road, the road that leads to the construction site, and we parked diagonally in an attempt to stop them. They approached us. Wali Ishibashi was very, very unhappy. He, in fact, I'll say it, he cussed at one of our members, and he also walked right through another one and kind of shoulder bumped him. And when that person said, oh, you could, a kalamai would work, he said, well, you're in my way, so get out of the way. So kind of a different vibe today. The stress is on. The stress is on them, the pressure is on them, and they're beginning to, it seems like, kind of falter and kind of panic a little bit. We were told that no construction was supposed to happen today, but we were suspicious of that because the vehicles continued to come up, go down, come up, go down, come up, talk story, get back walk in, go down, come up, go down. They've been driving all over the place. So we don't know what they're trying to do. An archaeologist was trying to get through. We didn't understand the purpose of him coming through if there was no construction to be done today. So that was another suspicious point. But we came down, we went to the site, we spoke with the security guards. We told them that we're here just to do some pule. One thing we did here today is that I actually, as we were conducting the Aloha safety checkpoint at the bottom, there was a vehicle who said he was here to do maintenance and work on the Subaru telescope. And so I asked him, who are you with? Are you here with TMT? Are you here with Goodfellows? And he said, no, with the Subaru. And we actually noticed him coming back from the construction site up this road. So at that point, I yelled for everybody to stop him. I sprinted up, and he rolled down his window and I asked him, did you lie to me? And he said, no, I was at Subaru, but they called me over here for a job. So I'm not sure how authentic that is and how truthful that is. But what he did confirm is that he was here for an oil leak. So, all of these talks about safety and cleanliness and it's not hurting the land. Here we are. They've only had half a day's worth of work, and there's already been an oil leak. There's another mechanic who's been working on the machine as well. So they're already starting to go through pirikia, and pirikia that are not only affecting the machines but affecting the aina as well. So again, this is only through a half days of work. We can imagine how much pirikia could pop up, throughout a week's time, a month's time, throughout the 9 years that they plan on working on this thing. So that's kind of where we're at today. We all went down to the site. We did some pule to hopefully cleanse the aina, to ho'ola, to bring good life back to it, and hopefully to clean it up. And at this point, we still have some members down there who are scoping the site, doing their personal pules, and they should be making our way out back soon. I'm not exactly sure what time it is right now, but I think we're close to midday. So we're hopeful that construction will not continue today. And one rumor that we have heard is that it is possible that they may be halting construction until the end of the Merry Monarch. So we're hopeful that that's true. I've reached out to the county council to see if they could verify that. I was told that they would look into it and let me know. But we're hopeful that they could. For what I've heard is that the TMT official himself is thinking of stopping in respect for Merry Monarch. So hopefully that's a sign of progress. Hopefully they could start to not only respect the Merry Monarch, but start to respect the rights of the people, start to respect the aina and the sacredness of it. And so we're hopeful that we're making the right moves. But I think the pressure is building, the stress is building on them, and now they need to be mindful of every single move they make, because we are not looking like the bad guys anymore. Most times protesters look like the bad guys, but I think the images are changing. Yesterday we had some huge statements made, and not statements of defiance, but statements of aloha for the aina, and also to those who are taking us away. And so I think that those images are really taking a hold in the community, and not just our community, but the whole world. And they know that, and they see that, and the pressure is on. So I'm hopeful that we can continue, and that if we can continue on this same pace and this same path, that we will put a stop to this.
Yeah, and there you have it, folks. That was a long show, and yes, thank you for all that. There, Occupy Hilo, and Yar, and Yar, and Yar. So that is that for the show. And yes, just arranging the screen geography. Thank you for all that great work there, Hilo. And yeah, so that was a long, over 6.5 hour show, just like that. Occupy Toronto's one of our 2 flagship shows, Shangar's Hollow Livestream, and our First Nation show. Episode 107. Yar. Well, thank you for all that, Hilo. In Hawaii, and Yar, and Yar, and Yar. So yes, let us know. Let's keep us informed. I liked all the videos. And thank you, everyone. And it's been a blast. Thank you, Occupy Columbus in Ohio, for restreaming us. And Global Rev, thank you. And Yar Yar and Yar and Yar. And since we live streamers don't say bye, but rather peace out and see you on the live chat. Okay. See you next week, folks. Every Sunday night at 10 p.m. Eastern for Shanger's How to Live Stream, episode 108 next week. Stay tuned and thank you, everyone. And yar yar and yar and yar. Ciao, folks.